up, Bunny Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and I'm finally doing my book Nerdigan discussion video on Wondrous Strange by Lesley Livingston. And I'm hoping I do you proud, Lesley. I really do, because it's such an honor to do this discussion video. So this is how it's going to work for at least for the Lesley Livingston books, and probably for the Kelly Keaton books. I know for sure for these, is that I'm going to give you an idea of the characters, at least in this video, and the setting and the chain of events and everything, because this book in particular has a huge impact not only on this trilogy, but on the Starling trilogy as well. And I love it when books do that. And this is why I really am honored to do a Book Nerdigan discussion on this series. I was so surprised when I looked on YouTube and saw that no one talked about her books. I'm really disappointed that no one else did. So I'm honored that I'm getting to do this. So how this is going to work is I'm going to first talk about the characters, then I'll talk about the settings. And then I will go into like the chain of events and I'm including the uniqueness of this too, because this series is unique for a Fae series, and I've read a lot of Fae books. So if I mention other Fae series, I'm just comparing it to it so you guys understand why I like this book as well. And I will include scenes of this book that made me laugh especially. So let's get to it. So let me go into, as I said, let me get into the characters. So our main characters that we're reading from their POVs. So we have Kelly, who is the daughter of Oberon and Mab, which is completely unusual. And that's actually what drew me to this book in the first place, because when all the Fae series I've read, especially the ones that include like Daughters of Oberon, have mainly just been like Daughters of Oberon. They've never been like Daughters of Oberon and Mab, or Oberon and Titania. Well, with the exception of, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Fairy Path was, by Fremlin Jones, was Oberon and Titania. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. But the other ones, like the Iron Fae and, what was the other one I was thinking of? Iron Fae by Julia Kagawa, and what was the other one I was thinking of? No, Fairy Walker wasn't like that. Oh, I can't remember the other one I was thinking of. But you get what I'm talking about, though. So that's what really drew me to the series, that it was different. So let's get into the next thing. So we have Sunny, who is a Janus guard, or a Changeling, and what his duty is to protect the Samhain Gate, to make sure that the Fae that are escaping through the cracks of the Samhain Gate aren't attacking humans. And you're probably asking, why is the Samhain Gates closed? In other series, like the Laurel series, the gates are closed to Avalon. This series is called Fairy. It's not Avalon, which kind of made me sad, but whatever. It's not to protect Fairy, which, yeah, you would think it would be, but it's not to protect it. Well, yeah, it's kind of to protect Fairy, but it's because in 1900, Kelly was kidnapped, who we find out was kidnapped by Sunny's mother, Emma. You don't find that out until the end of the book. I'm hoping that you guys actually read the book, so that's why I'm saying it's full of spoilers. And I thought that was freaking insane, that all this tied to that. And a key thing, and you know who set this up in the first place? It was, of course, Puck, or in this book, he is called Bob. And I think that's freaking hilarious that he's called Bob the Buka. Yes, he is called Bob the Buka. I love that he has the Irish accent. That just makes it better, because Puck in Iron Fae does not have the Iron accent, and I like reading Bob with the Iron accent. Irish accent. I can't talk. Okay, so let's talk about the other Janus guards, and we'll get to Bob a little bit later. Because Bob doesn't do that much in this. Oh, I'll mention Bob's shenanigans in a little bit. Let's get to the other, because how he got Kelly out of Fairy, Kelly to Emma out of Fairy was just priceless. The punishment was just priceless. That's more consequential in Dark Light. You find that out. But anyway, so the other Janus guards that we have, because it's not just Sunny that's there. This is Sunny's first year there, and Oberon. This is extremely important. Oberon owns a ton of real estate under different names in New York, and I'm just thinking, okay, I'm kind of curious if other gods do that. That'd be pretty sick, actually. But whatever. So we have other Janus. My favorite. Well, besides the Fenris Wolf, who is my book boyfriend. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that the Fenris Wolf is my book boyfriend. I already told Lesley that, and you'll all understand why when we get to Starling. He is just the most amazing man ever. I love the Fenris Wolf, and not just because he's a Viking prince. There's just he's just awesome. But anyway, so we have Maddox, who is like he's like the guy you want to be your best friend. Maddox is the coolest guy. He has, besides the Irish accent, he's like your best friend. Then we have Kamina, Bellamy, and Godwin, Brian, and Benny, and Ghost, who's really creepy because he was taken by Queen Mab. We have Neil, who's a complete prick, and we have Perry, and we have Celine and Kate. And then let's get to the royalty, because the royalty in here is a little bit different than, say, like Iron Fae or Fairy Path or Wicked Lovely. It's a little bit different. So or even, well, that's not fairy. That's not. I was thinking Need, but that's Pixies. I don't know why I thought Need by Carrie Jones for a second. Don't worry, Carrie. I'll get to you. Not yet. So we have Titania, still the Summer Queen. That never changes. We have Gwyneth Nud, who is the Lord of Spring. And we have, of course, Mab, who is the Queen of Autumn. Usually she's the Queen of Winter in a lot of the series. But I like that she's the Queen of Autumn. And, of course, she's dark and chaos. And I like that she's a little bit different. And I like that Lesley, what she does in this series, and especially what she does, she'll do it, especially in Transcendent. Man, I love Transcendent. I can't wait to get to that book. They're a good discussion. I'm sorry. I can't wait. Is that she will make you sympathize with the character that's been misunderstood, and I really like that. I've been loving that lately. So anyway, let's get to the Samhain Gate. So how it works with the Samhain Gates is there's still cracks going on in the Samhain Gate, which is extremely important and extremely relevant to what's going to happen later on. And how it works is, and what the Janus guards do, I mentioned the Janus guards have to protect humans from Fae coming through the gates, such as the Kelpie that, of course, Kelly was tricked by. Yeah. Kelly, that was, I felt so bad that because what happened was Kelly was in Central Park and she kind of fooled Sunny. That was pretty funny when she was practicing her Titania lines. She said, "I love being Sunny." He's like, "What the heck?" He was like gonna go to her, and turns out she was just rehearsing her lines. I was like, "Oh, poor Sunny." Oh wow. But yeah, it was really cute. It was really cute. And then he gave her a rose, and I thought that was cute. And then, of course, she saved Kelpie the Lucky, that not only eats soap, but eats her roommate, who turns out to be a fae, Tiffany, Tiff's French bubble bath. I love Tiff. Tiff is awesome, and I love that we got a character like her in Starling, which I don't know. No, I'm not going to mention Starling anymore. No. Let's see. I love this line by Maddox, but I think I forgot to mention the Samhain Gate. So the Samhain Gate will open on, so there's 9 nights, little by little, that the gate will open, and it will be at its widest on the 31st of October at sundown, and it will stay that wide open until November 1st at sunrise. And I love what Maddox said about Fenris is that he claimed the upper fourth of the park like he owns it. Might as well pee on all the bushes. And I love Fenris. I love Maddox. Maddox just says the funniest crap. He's just awesome. But I love that he's with Chloe too, because what Chloe actually not only saved her from drowning, and she is Chloe the siren. Yes, we have another siren, people. Sirens seem to pop up in a lot of the books I read lately. I don't understand, but okay, I will take it. But Chloe's a cool siren. Sorry, Karsten. Your siren was cool too, even though she was blind. But the siren is cool too. Chloe and Maddox forever. Chloe X Maddox. Lesley and I were talking about that on Twitter. That will be brought up in the Transcendent. I'm not going to talk about it here. So I really, yeah. So because of Chloe, we found out who not only Kelly really was, but we actually find out who Sunny really was. But we'll get to that in a little bit. And I love that. I love Bob. Bob is so silly. So yeah, we find out that the Kelpies not only like to stay in bathtubs and can adjust the bathtub, they don't have to go to the bathroom, and they like Lucky Charms. I just thought that was freaking hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. And let's see, what else do I have here? You know what was funny is I remember when I was reading this one part, and I was reading that the Janus were fighting Bogarts at Central Park, and I was thinking to myself, wait a second, I remember Lupin and Harry Potter said Bogarts like dark confined spaces like cabinets. Why the hell is there Bogart in Central Park? This does not make sense. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Why the Commie and Arceus is there a Bogart in Central Park when they like being in like cupboards and shit? But now I'm thinking about it, there was one in Goblet of Fire in that maze, but I don't know why I'm even talking about that. I thought what was really cool was when they were in Central Park and Sunny took Kelly on the carousel, but I thought it was funny that at first Kelly thought Sunny was stalking her. That was so hilarious. She kept threatening to use her pepper spray on him. That was pretty freaking hilarious. That was so funny. I was like thinking, damn it, Kelly, just chill out. I don't blame her, but I'm like, he's the guy that gave you a flower in the park. Like, why would he be stalking you? And plus, Sunny sounded really cute. Like, he's a cute guy following you. Why? Why? Well, I would rather have Fenris follow me than Sunny anyway. Even though Sunny's sweet. I'm sorry, I'd rather have Fenris. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we find out that in the theater, because of course, Sunny is watching Kelly rehearse, Bob sneaks up on him, and we find out what happened is that one of the, I think it was, I don't remember if it was Hearn that, no, we don't find out from Hearn yet, not yet. I'm sorry. No, I'm thinking too far ahead. I think that is Darklight. Yeah, that's Darklight. So I'm sorry, I was thinking too far ahead. So in this book, what happened was Bob mentioned to. So that's right. Bob kidnapped Sunny and brought him to the ferry, and Bob went to go check on Emma or Emmeline. And she couldn't stand seeing her so sad that he took her into Fairy, and Fairy has no time. There's no concept of time. And Bob stole a charm from a leprechaun. Don't steal from a leprechaun. Leprechauns are bastards. And he put this leprechaun charm on Kelly, which sealed her power, so you could not sense her. And she can't use her power at all. And by the way, he got punished by being sealed in a jar of honey. Yes, he did. And I just was like, damn, fuck, messing with those leprechauns. Yeah, that was really crazy. When Kelly finally can talk when Sunny finally isn't getting called a stalker after, Kelly realizes who she really is. I think that's right. Oberon finally meets Kelly and tells her who she really is, because she finally freaking realizes who she really is, because Sunny tried to tell her and she wasn't having it. And then Oberon visits her, which was really interesting. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Where are we? I thought it was funny when Tiff met Sunny, because the back and forth was kind of hilarious, because the Fae really hate the Janus Guard. They do, because, the Janus Guard are trying to keep them out. They kind of have a bad reputation. So let's get to... Oh, I loved Sunny. Let's get to Sunny and Kelly's date. So Sunny makes a deal with Mab and the Storm Hags, who end up becoming really important, or at least in this series anyway. So Sunny makes a deal with the Storm Hags to bring something important of Mab back to her. But before that, I forgot to mention the carousel. So before I can't believe I forgot about that. So Sunny takes Kelly on the carousel to show her the story of the Hearn and the Wild Hunt. And I thought that was really interesting, because in Fairy Walker, I think it was? Yeah, Fairy Walker by Jenna Black, there was something similar to that, and Cassandra Clare's Mortal Instruments in City of Heavenly Fire gave us a little taste of that as well, and we'll see that in the next series of hers. But it was interesting to see how Hearn became the Wild Hunt. It was because he fell in love with Mab, and he stopped loving Mab, so Mab gave him this power, which was crazy. So, yeah, basically the carousel is a freaking portal in the time, which is in Central Park. So next time I go to Central Park, I'm totally going to ride the carousel and expect to go through a portal in time. And I know before I forget, the Janus Guards do use their medals for magic, and I want a Janus medal, because they use thoughts to make magic. I want to be able to do magic. Where's my Janus medal, damn it? I'm going to be saying that probably through every book talk. Where is my Janus medal? I will be saying that probably. So, let's see. Okay. I'm sorry. If I'm thinking, that's because I'm trying to look at my notes to see where I'm at, because I'm getting distracted. So, now I can get back to the date. So before they go on the date, because Sunny's thinking that Mab wants Lucky back, because Lucky is the Rowan horse of the Wild Hunt, because that's what happens. And Lucky has all these onyx beads in its mane, and because those beads turn when the horn of the Wild Hunt is blown, it turns into the Rowan horse, and then when it has a rider on it, then the Wild Hunt is summoned, and the Wild Hunt begins until it gets its quarry. Yeah, I think I said that right. Lesley, please correct me if I'm wrong, or anyone else who has read this book, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't want to be wrong. because it's been a couple of weeks since I read this. So let's see. So then we go to after Sunny had Tiff while Tiff is doing this, Tiff let Kelly borrow one of her really nice outfits because Tiff is a model, and she has her she models like her hands and feet, and she's a body parts model, and she's been alive for over 1,000 years because she left Barry for some reason I can't remember right now. I wish I would have wrote it down, but I don't know why I didn't do that. So anyway, so Sunny takes Kelly on this romantic date, and she and her go on a carriage ride to the Green Tavern, and I think it's Allrun. Yeah, it's Allrun's carriage, and Allrun's is an important character because we'll see Allrun. I'm telling you, we will see Allrun again in this series. I think we see Allrun in all 3 books, but I can't remember. I think we do. And the Green Tavern, no, is it the Green Tavern or Tavern on the Green? Hold on. Yeah, it's Tavern. I'm sorry, it's Tavern on the Green, but it's Hearn's Tavern on the Green. You know, the hunt, the leader of the hunt. But because the hunt isn't called, then he's just Hearn. And something that's really important to point out is that he has a dedication to a green man in his tavern, and because him and the green man were best friends, and his tavern is a safe haven for all Fae. So if they are being hunted, in the sense, it's kind of ironic that that any Fae, he was the wild leader of the wild hunt, but if any Fae is being hunted, that his place is sanctuary. And there's this beautiful part of, I really would love to see it, there's this beautiful part of his tavern that's called Avalon, and there's a part in the book where Sunny and Kelly are dancing, and when they're dancing, Kelly's wings come out, and you see the beautiful, I think it was her unseelie wings, her white wings. I don't think it was her no, it was not Mab's wings. It was the unseelie wings, and they were so beautiful from how Lesley described them. I was just like, wow. And she was hovering there, and I was just like, wow, I wish I had those wings. That'd be amazing. So, anyway, so Sunny went to go meet Mab, and it turns out that Mab just wanted Kelly. She just wanted her daughter back, and I don't blame her. Any mother just wants her daughter back. Well, most mothers, anyway. I know my mom would totally she would do anything to get me back. My mom is that protective of me. My mom's super protective of me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comment section if you guys had a mother like Mab who would just would tear the freaking city apart to get you back. My mom would freaking do that. She would do anything to get me back. I mean, my mom went to court to make sure that she got to keep me and my brother. So yeah, my mom would totally go mad to get me back. I could totally see it. She would raise chaos. She would raise hell to get me back if I was Kelly and someone kidnapped me. She would do that shit. I would guarantee it. My mom would be like mad. I don't know if any of you guys would. Please let me know in the comment section. I would love to know that. But anyway, Mab is causing chaos. So she's doing what everyone thinks of her. And, I'm trying to remember, and then we hear the horn of the wild hunt, and everyone is assuming that Mab blew it at first. And, I think it was it Valerie that told Sunny to get on the horse? Yeah, then we have the wild hunt coming out. No, everyone assumed Mab was doing all this, causing all this. Well, Mab was causing a lot of crap. And then we have the horn of the wild hunt, and going, and Oberon scans Kelly because Kelly ran out to go, try to find Sunny and get everything under control, and she saw Oberon with the horn, and what do you expect? She thought Oberon did it, and Oberon said he wanted her power back, of course, because she is technically the heir of the Unseelie and the Fall Court's throne. And Lesley, if you are watching this, what would you call the Autumn Court? Because usually Mab's court is the Unseelie, and because Oberon is Unseelie, I don't know what to call Mab. And I know Titania is Seelie. I kind of don't know what to call Mab or Gwyneth. I might just have to. If you don't comment on this, I'm gonna have to tweet you. I will totally tweet you on this if you don't respond to this video. I might just have to do that. Anyway, so Oberon tells Kelly that basically in order to save Sunny, she has to give up her Unseelie powers, Unseelie magic, and she does, but she does something different, and this is going to affect the rest of the trilogy. She gives back the powers, but she does it with malice, and Oberon's like, I got the power back. Here, take the horn, break it, whatever, do whatever. I got my power back, and goes back to doing whatever. And Kelly just has Mab's power left, and it's beautiful. She has like these purple wings and her dark magic and everything. But even though the horn is destroyed, you still have the wild hunt. Sunny's back to normal, but Oberon said, Sunny, you have to come back to Fairy and destroy the rest of the wild hunt. What? Oh, Kelly was so pissed. Oh, well, that and the wild... Oh, yeah, and the... Wait, was the white stag there first? Oh, before all that happened, the white stag, was the white stag is important because the white stag is the key to stopping the wild hunt, because the white stag helped with Hearn, and the white stag helped with Sunny, calm them down. I hope you guys are starting to see the correlations. See where I'm going with this here, because when we get to Dark Light, you will understand. Or if you have read Dark Light, you already know. Let's see. But yeah, Sony, obviously I wrote Kelly Can Fly. Well, yeah, you obviously know that because she has wings. And I loved every book, I think, has an epilogue, and I really like that. And the epilogue in this one is when Kelly performed Midsummer Night's Dream, and she was about to go on stage, and in the audience was Sunny with Emma, and it was so cute. Sunny is Emma's son, and it was like an awe moment. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. Like, this book is an amazing book, and the key thing, and I know this video is like 28 minutes. I'm sorry, but this is a really important book. This book sets the tone for all 6 books. So I'm sorry. But the key thing that you guys gotta pay attention to, and I'm seriously going to say this, I'm going to hit 30 minutes probably. The key thing is the wild hunt being released caused this whole chain of events to happen. Because, not only that, but when Mab got released, when Mab and the Wild Hunt got released, it set all this chain of events. So now I want to hear from you guys. Did you guys like Wondrous Strange? Am I the only person that has read this book? I hope not, because That would be really sad because I love Lesley Livingston a lot. I love these books. Her writing is fantastic. Please like and comment, and please share the love, especially with this book. Share this video, especially to people who you know have read Wondrous Strange. So until next time, I will see you in the Dark Light Book Nerdigan discussion.